Da er vi på første stopp på reisa.
Skal vi se. 2.
Nei, da blir det andre veien.
Vi kan ikke ha gjort feil med 1.
Jo, vi gjorde det. Dro vi opp eventasjeklart?
Ja, men det stod 2 på kortet, så jeg ante bare at det betyr etasjen.
Da går vi det. Heis! Hæ?
Fy søren, jeg tror det er riktig.
Her er vi.
Ok.
Vi har da en...
Jeg fikk ikke opp døren, altså.
Der!
Hva er problemet med dør?
Jeg vet ikke.
Skal vi se.
Inn i mørket.
Hvor er brytelyset?
Det er veldig mørkt.
Jo!
Jo!
Der. Ok.
Hurra!
Se her. Hvor står det minibar?
Se her, vet du.
Hva er dette dyrt?
Hva er dette dyrt? Vi prøvde å finne Pizza Hut.
Ja, han sa den eksisterer ikke i Norge.
Nei.
Og så har Carl sagt at den gjør det.
Han gjør det.
En hotdogs.
Yes.
Faktisk 2 stykker. Legger de her.
Der, ja.
Du har en svære en her.
En chili dog.
Skal jeg egentlig bare gjøre det, og så vasker vi bordet etterpå? Liksom?
Det kan vi gjøre.
Fries her.
Ja, en fries. En fries til, ja. Sånn, ja.
Legger den der. En fries til her.
Skulle sett, og en fries til. Ja, ja, ja.
Og så
en fries til. Ja, ja, ja. Og så selvfølgelig... Urge.
Ikke dusjer. Snart skal jeg dusje. Så skal vi ligge med hverandre før vi drar videre til Gardermoen, for så å dra til Frankfurt.
Da har vi landet i Das German. Vi fikk jo høre at vi kunne bestemme plasser og det hele pakka. Kan du stå stille, for vi fikk ikke lov til å sitte ved siden av hverandre.
Hvis vi hadde god tid, så kunne vi bare velge plasser og sånn. Det flyet var fullt. Jeg hørte folk snakke bare at det var det crazy da. Det er ingen fly som har styrtet på en stund.
Det kan hende at med en gang vi letta, så spilte min metalliste på random, og da begynte plutselig You better get ready to die.
Det er veldig gøy når vi kjører.
Ja.
Og bare, dette kommer til å bli litt kult. Jeg liker litt farta. Men så fort vi letter, da er det sånn, ok, nå var det plutselig ikke noe gøy.
Nei, nå
ble jeg plutselig ikke, faen, nå funker ikke ørene mine heller.
Nå skal vi finne vår Bandai Namco-mann.
Ja, jeg driver liksom og spotter sånn, men jeg ser jo ingen.
Vi må gå videre. Vi ble plukket opp på en fyr fra Bandai Namco, men det var ikke oss som skulle ha.
Nei, vi har jo stjert bilen nå, liksom.
Vi har faktisk det.
Nå er jeg i Bigman også i Germany, det er litt kult.
Det er du.
Ja, nå har han endelig skjønt hvor jeg er. Altså, det er jo søren meg en gulen her fra Oslo.
Oi!
Så det jeg kan gjøre da, er at hvis jeg da sender en Bigman dit, jeg kan sende svære lilla da. Ok, om 7 dager så har han hentet den da.
Wow!
Ja, så vet du hva, da gjør vi det, så kanskje jeg møter den mid-flight når vi drar.
Ja, det er kult.
Fy søren.
Vi er i heis.
Vi kunne tatt trappa liksom.
Vi kunne gjort det.
Men why even bother? Pluss at hvis du ser på knappen her, vi skal få det til toppen.
Ja, og dette er litt kult. Vi er på det rommet der. Vi er på 470. Vi er det siste rommet. Det er bare fint. Her, vet du.
Ja, det ga mer mening.
Vi skal bo på Calle del Circo.
Og der kunne du filme noen skrekkfilmer om oss. Se om det er korridoren der. Det hadde vært dumt hvis det stod 2 jenter der. Ok, greit, ja.
Åh!
Hva?
Fy fader.
Det er så mye lettere!
Skal vi sove i hengekøye? Eller skal vi sove i dobbeltsenga?
Shit, jeg har ikke sovet på toppen av en sånn hengekøye før, så...
Du kan godt ligge der, men da tar jeg og bretter meg ut om hele over. Oi!
Skal vi se. Jeg kan se... Er det hat? Skal du bruke den?
Nei, den hang fast.
Ok. Den var ganske nærme bakken, altså. En faktisk ordentlig, jeg kan lukke og ha all varmen inne i dusjen. Kind of dusj.
God morgen. Klokka 9, så skal vi into the place where the games and such are. Spille og intervju og div. Morostund
Hi, I'm Lewis. I'm a level designer on Park Beyond. So basically my task is coming up with ideas of, for example, the story and then, or taking the story and then kind of translating them into the missions you can then play. Thinking about ways like how to challenge the player, especially as level designers, we also do a little bit of cinematography as well.
Yeah, of course.
For the cutscenes you kind of see. So yeah.
I'm responsible, first of all, of course, for the organizational part and making sure that everything runs smoothly, that everybody's working on the same direction and follows basically the plan that we've set out. I'm also one of the main points of contact for our partner at Bandai Namco.
It kind of started exactly in this park 3 years ago, when we basically were like, okay, we grew up, like most of us grew up with like all those coaster games. Can we just give that a shot? We then basically had this kind of tour here with the whole company, just like those extreme coasters we see, like what happens if we kind of just take them to the next level. And this is kind of like how Impossification was born.
Yes. Park Beyond is a theme park management game with a twist.
Yes.
But there's more to it, so I would love to give a longer answer as well.
The fun thing about this game, after trying it now on the floor, is that it is rooted in realism.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh no. The rides that you have in general usually try to sell some kind of fantasy to the visitors and to the people who ride it. And what we wanted to achieve with Park Beyond basically is to make these fantasies become a reality and actually give players the opportunity to not only have the fantasy of flying, but actually to have your visitors flying.
Yeah.
And we eventually then spread this impossification out also through the rest of the game.
We do not really restrict you if you say I want to have a 200 kilometers per hour coaster. You can just have that. And our system supports it in a way that, for example, you can also then just target it to people and it won't, I don't know, kill them or anything like that.
Oh shit. Hvis ikke det der tar nakken din.
Kanskje hvis de sender liksom flere vogner etter hverandre, så kan du bygge det sånn at de ene som kjører andre gang kan high-five de som kommer tilbake igjen. Bare at de som kommer tilbake igjen er opp ned, så de må high-five dem sånn i stedet.
Ja, det ikke nettopp fått oss litt å spise. Og vi...
Så er det show bak oss.
Det er show bak oss.
Du skjønte ikke konteksten, altså.
Så vi tenkte vi skulle se om vi fant noen... og vi fant noen skatter over gata.
Er det den gangen? Jeg så navnet.
Så vi fant Svensen.
Park Beyond is so many things. On the one hand, you have this kind of very sophisticated theme park build-up management simulation. On the other hand, you have this huge story aspect that kind of helps player on board, but also it's just a story we want to tell, and we hope it's really good. And there is a lot of things to do, a lot of different player types, which is kind of common with this genre as well. So we have the creative players that kind of want to like embrace their creativity. We also have a management focus in this way. So if you like to micromanage, if you want to go in, like adjust all the prices, you can just do that. Some people don't like to manually build each wall piece of their shops, but they can do that if they want to.
When we finished our last project with Tropico 6, we were looking for a new game, but we wanted to stay with a management, making a theme park management game came up because it combines a deep management focus with just something awesome and like big creations that you can make as a player.
Because I noticed when I was playing earlier that you could just go completely ham on everything, but there was also a lot of prefab made things that was also very easily just snapped. And then you could just go mad scientist from there.
Exactly.
Hvis dere noen gang har lurt på hva galskap høres ut som.
Den delen av sangen skjønner jeg igjen, da.
Ja. I believe in angels.
If you are someone who, I don't know, likes to play with a gamepad, but who hasn't really gotten into the coaster genre because, for example, because of usability, I think this is something that might be very interesting to you.
Yeah, because that surprised me, because I also played with the gamepad, and I was surprised for how intuitive it actually was.
Yes, that is great to hear. That is our goal, basically.
Yeah, it was really easy to understand.
Yeah, it is very uncommon for such games to basically be on playable on a gamepad. So we basically initially decided, okay, let's start actually with each feature, like not make gamepad an afterthought, but just define it from the get-go, and then kind of craft an experience that also works well for other console players.
Park Beyond stands out on the one side with the impossification of making your dreams become reality, of not only having your janitors pick up the trash normally, but you impossify them. They take out a flamethrower and they just burn up the trash that's in the trash bins. You are challenged as a player to create amazement in your park that helps you to impossify your park further.
Do you have a personal favorite park builder game?
Like, I personally love Parkitect.
Parkitect. Okay.
Because it really goes back to like those very old coaster games. It has the similar isometric view. But it really brings me back basically to childhood memories, if you want to say it like this. But of course it kind of modernizes it in a way. But also then like the old coaster games, the roller coaster tycoons, for example, they heavily inspired us on our journey to building like one more coaster game and then seeing what can we build on top of that.
Just
where can
update it.
Yeah.
Impossified rides come with more maintenance that they require. But they also give you something in return, and they give you more amazement that you can generate and more income into your park to build your park even bigger. And at the same point, the narrative of Park Beyond connected with introducing players to the concepts of our game just makes Park Beyond very special for me.
Da har vi nettopp hatt en heidundrende lunsj, buffet.
Det stemmer, jeg fant desserten, så det
Gjorde
var
det?
ganske nice.
Det var pizza, det var smørgås, det var strudels, eclairs, det var is.
Og så var det pølse og pommes frites, som jeg også tok.
Det var det. Det var bra.
Da skal vi drive og intervjue folk på det.
Du skal det. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, so basically, yes, my role is to kind of oversee the work of the different teams.
Yeah.
So from the very first creative meetings until opening, to be kind of the dad, if you want, of the new attraction, and be responsible if something fucks up, basically.
What is it like putting together one of the attractions in the park?
It's very tiring first, because it's of course at least 1 year of work, whatever the attraction. But it's super exciting just to see the guests, doing one of your attraction. It's super rewarding, so you forget everything.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a lot of steps going from actual planning to the full product.
Exactly, yeah. Just like I believe it's the same for a video game, especially we're working also on VR content, so it's a lot of project management, being agile and kind of leaving frustration behind and just adjusting. So yeah, it's basically the same process. Yeah.
Keeping your head up and pushing forward.
Exactly, yeah. Believing in what you do and just going ahead.
People obviously love roller coasters.
Yes, I do.
But a lot of people are also terrified of them.
Yep.
So in your professional opinion, how safe are they?
You've got 10 times more risk coming here with your car than riding a coaster. Very honestly, in terms of figures, I know it's scary and everything, but in terms of figure, really it doesn't match. So it's from the very beginning. We've got some strict norms that we work with, double checked every time. So very honestly, there's almost no risk. Of course, the risk zero doesn't exist.
Of course.
But when it happens, it's mostly human factors, and it's as reliable as it can be.
Yeah.
Every time a human could do something wrong, the system is gonna override him until the very end. So that's the way it is.
What goes into making a ride as safe as humanly possible?
So first of all, it's really about making a good layout. So it's really like knowing what are the G-forces that can be handled by humans, making sure that your turns are actually well banked and everything, so that you don't have really weird layouts. That's the first thing, so that you don't have any problems with necks or anything. And then it's just like step by step checking we've also got a lot of external companies, the Turen, and some other external counselors that just come and check at every step that everything's working well. So it's just like being surrounded. It's the big issue would be if we were alone in this and just working on our own. But we are surrounded with other companies that help us. So that's the way it is. Yeah.
There's a lot of forces working together.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sitter vi på The Sea House restaurant med da SEE, Sehus. Og vi de første til å ankomme.
De leide stedet for oss.
De gjorde det.
Så kan de andre dukke opp hvis de vil. Liksom.
Og da fikk vi en vermont som
Ja, nå driver jeg faktisk så.
velkomstdrikk.
Ja.
Og dette blir jo en av de første alkoholene som faktisk Nick har prøvd i sitt liv.
Nei, jeg får det ikke til.
Nick ikke en vinmann.
Hvis jeg finner pomfri eller noe.
Ja.
The final question.
Yep.
Where do you see the theme parks are going in the future? Do you think attractions will change in any way? And is there still a lot of unexplored potential, you think?
Yeah, it's a very good question, a very hard one to answer.
Yeah.
You know, I think the classic attractions as we know them are going to stay, they're going to develop, and they're not going to all be totally transformed. But I still think we're going to have more and more interaction in the attractions,
Yeah.
Be it directly in the attractions or in the waiting line or in the park. I think, you know, we start to see some tendencies where you've got some physical objects that can interact with you, and so you can shape, let's say, your day, just like a bit of a video game with multiple choices.
Yeah.
You can shape your day based on what you do, and shoes. I think it's really what's going to happen in the future. So, still a very passive layout for the people that want to just have a calm ride, but for the people that really want to go one step further, some kind of interactive and customized experience. I think that's what's going to happen in the near future. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your
You're
time.
very welcome.
And thank you for showing
Thank you
us
for
your
coming,
wonderful park.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
So we'll see you back in Oslo.